It's not a game they can't win. It's not about buying the Indian trick ones. They just do it themselves, right? So the Versace Cool is a particular type of clone, Pandora effect. Do you know the idea of the vortex door and the diagram? And like little pits, I don't know, and the palaces that told it's an ahat and it's all out of curiosity. It's quite often that this force that is strong enough to beat the beat and the self-preservation, trying to not want to be shot or not want to be hurt, pales into comparison to a drive towards Manhattan Reds. The curiosity's found out, really. So I was really adored and to say, and they had all these signs out previously, and one of these giant signs that's just curiosity and that's I, and this is something that we prize in our Toonton. And this is a hurt and banner, a badge of honor. Be as curious as Asa and a hornet. So it's a problem, and it's very probable that the inner is going to take over, and I'll end up being shocked. So what's going on with this? We have talked about this curiosity a lot. We've talked about it as a species-defining trait. And though it has been paradoxical because it can lead to some really bad outcomes for the curiosity of the evolutionary mind. So we talked about this as if the banners put out in school were very weird, and a very long time curiosity was considered really a rectus of sin. We knew we were talking because curiosity killed a cat, and it is what humans have had forever, and yet our socials, our culturals, our attitudes towards it have changed in about 1500 years. It was considered a vice and not a virtue at all. So a proper named one. And St. Augustine, who was writing about 400 AD, side noted, basically wrote the testament of every sin to decide which ones were really bad. And he said that curiosity was a lust for the eyes, and one of the three lusts of at the root of all sins is what he wrote. Besides, it's not good. He called it as a disease in Michael, and people really were not happy about this. The Aquinas, and he was the same. He said the curious center, Valle Central, was opposed to the studio upon us, and God signed up for it. So the asking questions about the world around us is not considered an edict. So if you look at ancient history and books, you can see that over and over again. The moral of the story is that curiosity is rare. And Pandora's box, and she really wanted to know what was the hormone that was injected and what aqua tasted like. So there was a lot to life, and you turned around for a quick look at certain, and there was a pillar of sorts over and over again with these Indian stories and fables. Part of the accused was the womb, and someone always fills in the noise, like a woman, woman, and do not be curious. Like, you'll never turn back to anything good. You don't ask questions, and you do berry and wild berries. The notion of the sacred, and some things are just the way they are. Don't try the apple, just try the apple. And I think there was an element sorted, like a population control mechanism that was going on around that. And especially with Christianity, with the kind of rise of the doom scrolling threads and the charts. The scripture, the Bible, and the ultimate truth. Don't ask questions about it too much, because that's actually not permitted right now, and it's not going to do any good. In the 1500s, I started asking these little economies, and scholars really wanted to ask these kind of questions of this one code of Academy of Secrets, and the Inquisition just shot it down. They wrote no. And if you know too much, then you get to decide what is known, and that's not good today. And curiosity possibly being a goopy.